Welcome to US Classic Muscle Cars. Enjoy the videos.
My name is Jerry. I live in Westmont, and what we have here is a 1964 Impala Super Sport. As you can see, it's red with stock white bucket seats, the red console, and the original 4-speed on the floor with the original shift lever.
Wow,
the original tack in the dash.
Huh. That's a big dash. That's a big, you can have a picnic on that.
This is a big car. Yeah, it's about 17.5 feet long.
Okay. And the that interior, I'm not sure if I heard, did you say that that's original? You restored it?
That's stock interior.
Wow.
That's stock interior. We bought this car 21 years ago at a restoration shop in Kennebunkport, Maine. And we have enjoyed it for 21 years.
Wow. Do you do any like road trips, or do you do car shows mainly?
Yeah, we typically do a lot of the car shows in the area, and we do cruise nights about 3 or 4 nights a week.
Right.
And the farthest I've driven the car is to St. Paul and back for Back to the 50s, the middle of June, and I've driven it back and forth to St. Paul about 5 or 6 times over the last 21 years.
I like the detail on the back. I don't know what you would call this, but
No, that's all stock. That's the way it came.
But the type of pattern that's in there.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that nice?
Yep.
You're probably bored with it because you've had it for so long.
No, I've had it for a long time.
There you go. And the two antennas on the back, are those?
Those were options.
Okay.
Those were options at the time. It's got an original 64 AM/FM radio,
Okay.
and that's probably why it's got the dual antennas.
Sure. And this is an SS.
This is an SS, right?
It's an Impala. And it just looks like it's just taken care of better than.
Well, in the 21 years I've owned it, I think I've put about 18,000 miles on it in 21 years.
Right.
As I was saying, it's an original 409 car.
Okay.
It's the.
Speaking of which, why don't we
take a look at it? All right.
Show and tell, man. This is awesome.
Hold this for me.
I remember getting those workouts with those
Yeah.
hoods.
So this is a 409, what they call the W block. This was the smaller version of the 409 at that time. This was the 340 horse 409 with a single 4-barrel.
Okay.
It's got 10.0 to 1 compression. And in '64, General Motors would put factory air in the 340 horse 409. They wouldn't put it in the 400 horse, and they wouldn't put it in the 4 1/4 horse because those two engines had too much compression and too much cam.
Wow. And the 10-to-1 is still not. It's not too much compression right now?
No, it's only 10.0 to 1. That was the original compression ratio. And it'll support the factory air conditioning.
Okay,
Now that's factory air conditioning that's 53 years old. It doesn't work real good, but it does work.
Right, sure. And you mentioned W versus V.
No, this is what they call the W block.
Okay.
It's a V8, but they called it a W block because of the configuration of the heads. It looks like a W
Okay,
right there.
Sure, I see.
And the 409 was produced starting in late 1961, and it went through about halfway through the year 1965, and then they switched to the 396 engines.
Okay, there you go. And did I mention how's this car to drive?
Oh, it drives real fine. It's got power steering. We put power disc brakes in it because it's a big, heavy car,
Sure.
and 50-some-year-old manual brakes just wasn't going to do it.
Right.
So we put power disc brakes in it. It had power steering.
Okay.
We've had the entire steering system and suspension rebuilt with modern components, and we can put 92 octane unleaded in this car and drive it all day long with no problem.
And do you let your better half drive it?
No,
I can't drive
she can't drive it. She's never driven a stick in her life,
Okay, sure.
and this isn't the type of car she's going to learn on.
She enjoys watching.
Yep, that's right.
She comes up with the ideas, let's go here, let's go there.
That's right. Thanks for watching.
Please enjoy the next video.
Live from US Classic Muscle Cars.